I come from a soldiering family. My grandfather served in World War One. My father served in World War Two. And we 3 brothers and 2 brothers-in-laws served in the post-independence India. All of them are decorated. We got 2 Veer Chakras, 2 Sena medals, 3 VSM, and 4 mentioned in dispatches, 1 during battle within the family. The root cause of this problem, in my view, it is the organization of Ministry of Defence in India. I feel it is not well organized, and out of that organization comes all the problems of all the 3 armed forces. And also this OROP is very much because of the way it is organized. How it is organized? Ministry of Defence has a secretary and other staff, all of whom are bureaucrats coming from Agriculture Ministry, Home Ministry, and various Steel Ministry, and they have never served in the armed forces at all. Not a single member of the Ministry of Defence has served in the Army, Navy, or the Air Force. Not one person. And no, not a single person from the 3 services whom they seem to be controlling is member of the Ministry of Defence. How do they call themselves Ministry of Defence? It's a total misnomer. Ministry of Defence should be mainly participated by the people who are serving in the Army, Navy, and the Air Force. Now, I'd like to, if you were to pose this question to about 100 ex-servicemen, retired people like me, and ask them, who's your biggest enemy? And without my doubt, 80% or more will say it is not Pakistan Army, it is not the Chinese Army, it is the bureaucrats sitting in the Ministry of Defence who are number 1 enemy of us all. Now, you all know, I'm sure each one of you know that we have various ranks: Lieutenant, Captain, Major, Colonel, Brigadier, Major General, Lieutenant General, and General. Obviously, Major General is senior to a Brigadier. Therefore, you expect a Major General to get higher pension than a Brigadier. It's quite obvious. About 15 odd years back, Ministry of Defence has sent a letter where Brigadier was getting more pension than a Major General. So we thought there must have been clerical mistakes. So we wrote, I personally wrote to George Fernandez, who was the Defence Minister. He wrote back to me, yes, it is. We will have it corrected. But nobody bothered for him. He went away. The ministry stuck to their word. They said, no, will stand. Then certain Major Generals went to the court in Chandigarh. The High Court in Chandigarh said, no, this is wrong. The Major General should get higher pension than a Brigadier, and this should be his pension. They passed a judgment and passed it on to Ministry of Defence. Ministry of Defence, instead of being sorry and accepting that, they took it to Supreme Court. Supreme Court passed the judgment again. The High Court judgment stands. Then Ministry of Defence is so bloody minded, they didn't accept Supreme Court. They went for a special bench of the Supreme Court. The aim of the exercise was, the government is paying money to file a case in Supreme Court. Those bureaucrats are not paying, but the army officers are paying from their pocket. Let this army chap spend a lot of money, and till they get tired of it, we'll keep fighting. Eventually, the bench of the Supreme Court also said Major Generals should get higher pension. They fixed the pension. They said within 30 days this should be given. The order was sent to Ministry of Defence. They took 6 months to clear that. One more point is, how are the other countries of the world organized? We ought to see what we can learn from them. United States of America has got 50 to 75% of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and the Marine Corps as a staff in the Pentagon. 50 to 75%. Okay, in Russia, the defense minister is a 5-star general and is heavily absorbed by the armed forces in ministry. Okay, you can call them a communist country. China has the same. Now let's go to Great Britain. Great Britain have war office. It's very heavily manned by people who have served in the armed forces. Winston Churchill, who was a captain in the Indian Army here, who served here as a captain, was one of the members of the War Office before he became the Prime Minister. Now, in Washington, every president of the United States of America, other than Bill Clinton and Obama, these two people have not served in the armed forces. Everybody else has served in the armed forces at some rank or the other before he's become the president. So their attitude is totally different. Now the French also got bureaucrats plus the armed forces representative in the Ministry of Defense. In India, we don't have any. What is the reason? Now, can you imagine in any country in the world, a soldier who takes on a bullet in the battlefield, comes wounded, cannot be sent abroad for treatment, he has to be treated in the local doctors in army hospital. But a bureaucrat who's sitting on a cushy chair in Delhi, if he falls sick, he can be sent abroad for treatment. Is this justice? You know, in all countries, the soldiers get higher pension because of various conditions which you already know than a normal. We were getting about 70% till about 73. Bureaucrats are getting 30%. They shot their pension to 50% and brought down soldiers to 50%. Now, this is highly, highly condemnable and unacceptable to any force. What has happened for the last all these days will leave a very big scar on the Indian Army, present and the future, till it is sorted out in the right spirit.